Don't bother me, I'm working. Don't bother me, I'm working.
So what's up, YouTube? So I want to give you something a little different this morning. I want to tell y'all just how you should be thinking in your life. I had this talk with my girl. What was that? Saturday night. We were just sitting there chilling, talking, drinking or whatever, and I'm painting her this picture, being the salesman that I am, that you got to be with your family as an entrepreneur, right? Because she gets tired, you know what I mean? I get tired too, but she gets tired, and being that she's not the one necessarily leading the way on our road to the riches, you know what I mean? So she's not able to see it as clearly as I'm able to see it. So when she gets tired, it's a lot more demoralizing than when I get tired, you know what I mean? Because if I'm tired, it'll last for a little while, then I'm right back at it. But with her, it's more like, all right, I'm tired of this shit. You keep saying, if we could just get here, we could just get here, we can just. It's like I'm pushing it back, is what it feels like to her. So this is how I explain it to her, and I want you to try to hear this too and understand this, and this will make your journey so much easier. And I'm hoping that I can duplicate what I did and what I said to her, because I freestyled it, and now I'm about to try to freestyle exactly what I did again. All right, so first of all, think about how old are you right now? In my case, I'm 28. But think about how old you are right now, all right? And we'll just use me as an example as we go along through this. All right. Now think about how old you think you'll be. How long do you think you'll live? Do you think you'll live to see, let's just say 90? All right. Let's say you live to see 90. All right. Now, how old do you think you will be? Put it this way. What type of physical shape do you think you will be in at 50 years old? Now, in my particular case, I work out a lot. I'm working on improving my diet so I can eat healthier. You know what I mean? As the money increases, my budget for my groceries can increase. Therefore, I can eat a lot healthier more often. But I think that I'm doing a great job at keeping my body in physical shape. So therefore, I think I'll be in pretty good shape at 50. I think I could still run a good time mile at 50 years old. I think that if I went on a vacation at 50 years old, I'll still be able to enjoy it pretty much as well as I can enjoy it right now at the age of 28. All right. All right, cool. Now, this is the question that I asked myself when I asked her. Between the life that you see yourself living at 30 years old, dream about that. Just dream about that for a second. If you're already 30, then pick the next milestone age, 35 or either 40. What is your dream life at the age of 30 or whatever your milestone number is, all right? Now, ask yourself this. What would you need to do from the age that you are now until your milestone number, mine is 30, what would you need to do in order to live that dream life that you just dreamed of at that age? What would you need to do in order to get there to that dream life? Now, the final question is, are you doing that? Everything that you said you're going to need to do in order to get there, are you doing that right now? And if the answer is no, then you know that you got some work to do. If the answer is yes, and then when I asked my wife this, and I asked her to answer that question about me, because I understand that I'm leading the way. And she told me she does think that I'm doing everything, that if we just keep doing exactly what we're doing right now, we'll be there at 30. And I'm 28, mind you. I said, good. So there's no reason to get frustrated when you get tired. Just still keep going, because you just said yourself that we're doing exactly everything that we need to do in order to live your dream life at 30 years old. Now, we're already doing it. That just means we got to keep doing it. So in my case, that means I need to keep grinding for 2 more years and fight through the tiredness. In your case, it might be 5 years. Or whatever the case may be. But the point is this. Are you really missing out on something if it's 2 years, 5 years, or maybe even 10 years of grinding it out just a little bit more? Because remember this, that life that you just dreamed of at that milestone age, mine is 30, that life that I plan on living at 30 is the exact life I plan on living at 50, but it's just going to be magnified because it'll be even more money, and I'll still be in the same physical health condition. And by then, my kids will be grown too, so I don't even have to worry about spoon feeding them. You know what I mean? So that's how you got to think about this journey on entrepreneurship. Think about the long term. And then I told her I want to step further and said, now, if we grind from now until we're 30, that's 30 years of not necessarily living your dream completely in bliss. But once you get to that 30, if you work from that whole entire time, from the time you turn 18 to the time you turn 29, to the time you turn 30, what's that? 11 years. If you can grind hard for 11 years, really 12 if you count that, because the year that you're 29 still counts. So 12 years. If you can grind hard for 12 years, you can have paradise worth of, like a paradise life for the rest of your life. From 30 until what age did you say that you were going to be? Well, first of all, from 30 until 50, because you said we agree that we'll still be in good physical shape if we keep working out now and keep that up all the way up through then. So that means from 30 to 50, that's 20 years of blissful life. Then I said that I'll live all the way up until I'm 90. I think if I keep it up, keep working out and all of that, then I can live to 90. So that's another 40 years on top of that. So that's 60 years of a beautiful life, as long as I just grind it out for 2 more years. You mean to tell me I can't grind it out for 2 more years in order to get 60 years of greatness? 60 years of freedom? You know what I mean? So that's my point. You grind in your 20s, grind it out in your 20s. Then from 30 into the rest of your life, it's all about just being free, having fun. You invest in stuff because you want to invest in stuff, not because you trying to see what's going to make you the richest and what's going to do all. You did all of that in your 20s, if you do it right. You know what I mean? Then if you're a little bit behind, fine. It might go into your early 30s, but so you still got the rest of your life to live. And I know how we think as young people. I know how we think. We think, well, I want to be rich now. I want it to happen now. I don't want to wait till I'm old and can't enjoy it. Trust me, you'll be able to enjoy it just fine as you can at 25, as you can at 35 or 45. 45 is just fine as long as you take care of yourself, take care of your health. You'll be in great shape. You'll be just fine at 45. But you have to make sure that you're doing what it takes now at the young age. And then if you're older, if you somebody listen to this right now and you're already 40, well, guess what? The same way you feel right now, it's possible to feel that way at 60 physically, as long as you make sure you take care of yourself right now. So start thinking long term. Let's focus, all right? And remember, keep grinding it out because it's worth it.